Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is Old Nation, not M43, B-43. So this is their take on Brut IPA, and this is actually Katie's first Brut IPA. So talking about Brut IPA, it is a dry IPA because it's an addition of an enzyme, generally the use of amyloglucosidase, or amyloglucosidase.
Say that 10 times fast.
Amyloglucosidase.
No, don't actually.
Okay. Different ways you can pronounce it, but it pretty much ends up eating all the dextrins in the beer. And so, as they say here, 3 carbs in the beer, 0 residual sugar. So it ideally should be at 0 gravity. So literally what you have in a Bud or Bud Light, just like no gravity, no residual sugars left. And it's quite interesting. So very curious how this turns out. It is ideally the same beer, just with the enzyme added. So with the enzyme added, you pull away all those dextrins, and I guess the head retentions are really terrible on this one. If you guys want to check out my favorite version of this beer, it would be the Ommegang one. In general, I really don't like the style that much, but it is a 2018-2019 very hype kind of thing that a lot of brewers have done. The beer is really nice and bright. Generally, the grain bill on this one is very light kind of grain bill. They say malt is straight Pilsner hops, and then Pilsner malt, and then it is dry hop with Citra, Amarillo, and Simcoe. So, oh yeah, it smells good. It's got a nice kind of like fruity dank thing going on. Mm-hmm. Combination of both, but quite fruity. Light, exotic. It's not like gooseberry, white grape. Meyer lemon. What do you get on this one?
I think you pretty much kind of hit all the notes that I'm picking up.
Do you get a little bit of like dankness on this one though? A hair of like, I mean, I call it garlic, raw garlic, and just like.
I wouldn't say it's
sulfury kind of thing.
Maybe.
Sulfury, for sure. Cheers. So that is dry. So that is the style. It is a dry IPA is really the goal.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Vastly different from M43.
Oh, yeah.
M43 is hoppy, sludgy, thick. New England. This is crisp, clean, clear, dry.
Yeah.
This beer's dangerous too, right? This is at what ABV?
I don't know. Let's see.
7.0.
Oh, 7. Yeah.
What are your impressions on this one?
It's kind of just, it's real clean.
Yeah.
You know, like this isn't, I mean, this is, like you said, vastly different from M43, where M43 like tends to linger, and, you know, you get to have it sit on your palate and pick up all these different, you know, tasting notes and everything. This one, you know, it's just like quick burst up front and then just tapers out rapidly.
But it's quite hoppy as well, right?
Mm-hmm. It is. It's a huge burst of flavor right up front.
Yeah.
And then it's like on the second swallow that flavor disappears.
Dry. Very dry.
So yeah, I like this. I think it's a really interesting style. I like how it kind of cleans off the palate like almost instantly. You know, way too chuggable for 7%.
Yeah. This is dangerous for sure.
Yeah.
One of the better examples I've had actually.
Carbonation is pretty good on this too.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, you know, spritzy. It's fresh. This would be an awesome summertime IPA, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Chuggable, dangerous for sure.
Yeah, this is good cold. I don't know if this is one that I would really like to warm up as much.
No, Brewed IPA have cold, dry works.
And we did leave it in the freezer for like an hour.
I'd put it back in the fridge.
Yeah, but it was in there for like an hour.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's pretty cold.
First tempish. Final impression? Rating?
I don't like it as much as M43, obviously, you know.
Very different beer.
Very different. So, I mean, kind of wish they would have gone with like different name because it's almost misleading. I was expecting something a little bit more like M43. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I would have to say that overall this is another well-executed beer from Old Nation. It's really great to see, a brewery from my home state of Michigan down here in Florida, yet another variation of another beer from their brewery down here. I mean, it's cool. It's not a very big facility either. So I'm wondering if maybe they expanded
Yeah,
or
for
something.
sure.
They had to have.
For sure, yeah.
But it's awesome, and of course, I'm proud, to say I'm from Michigan when it comes to things like Old Nation. So overall, I think I would have to rate this 92. I mean, this is
Cool.
pretty good.
In my opinion, this is quite interesting. It is first thing I have to notice is that it doesn't immediately smell like brewed IPAs, which is again that kind of amyloglycosidase enzyme. And now I go back in now I smell it. It's a weird note. It's not only the hops, but it has like kind of like plasticky or like lychee kind of thing. It's very strange.
A lychee for sure.
Yeah, it something the enzyme does just like offers a kind of funny note to the beer. Like you just always can sort of tell that the beer is a brewed IPA. What they've done to strip away the beer just like offers kind of aroma on the palate. It sort of follows. It's quite nice on the palate, despite the fact that it doesn't have Nelson Sauvin. It's a Citra, Simcoe, and Amarillo. It has this kind of like gooseberry, kind of white grapey kind of thing to it. This beer is definitely dry. This is probably one of the best examples of brewed IPA that I've had. Though I will say that, again, I feel like the Omegang just like killed it because the Omegang beer was bottle conditioned and I pour that beer, it's like a Saison, and it just like rolls up the head. The carbonation's intense. It's super crazy. Like with a dry beer like this, I want the like carbonation to be like prickling, like
I like
punch you in
this.
the face kind of
I
prickling.
like this.
But
I
this
think
is, despite that,
I was gonna say, just like with how rich that initial flavor is, I think it's good
Yeah.
without the excess carbonation.
I like the dryness. The dryness is fantastic. I just think it would match well with just a little bit more carbonation. Not a little bit, a good amount more carbonation. I think the Omegang beer does that, but this is still quite nice. And again, I generally don't like the style, and I think this executes it at best of one of those non-bottle conditioned things that Omegang does. So this for me gets a 7% crusher. You get so much trouble on this one.
Yeah.
Just for novelty or brewed IPA, I think there's like basically not many good ones I've had. I'm gonna give this a little bump for that, but in general, I don't think the style's that good. 91.
They spit it out.
No, it's good. 91. B-43, it's fantastic. This is really great example, like miles above many examples that I've tried. So until next time, guys, cheers. Later.